Nikki Sinden is addicted to fishing. Whether it's straylining for big snapper, jigging for kingfish, spearfishing or diving, she loves it all and is on a constant quest to learn more. Join her each week as she road trips around the country, tracking down New Zealand's local fishing legends as they share their stories, tapping into their local knowledge and showcasing their tips, tricks and techniques.
Hey, I'm Nikki from ADOS Addicted to Fishing. This week, we're going land-based. We've got Owen Wills coming with us, who is an epic land-based fisherman, and we're going to Port Jackson, which is the most northern point of the Coromandel Peninsula. I'm particularly really excited about this. We've got a fisher chick guest coming with us called Abby Sterling, and we're heading out in search of some nice big snapper. Big snapper off the rocks is Owen's specialty, and he knows the waters around the Coromandel like the back of his hand.
I lived in Wainumarra until I was 9 and moved up to the Coromandel and basically fished off the rocks when I was a kid up here, and it's got me into it. It's a bit of my addiction started as fishing. Fondest memory would be when I was young and I caught my first carway on a hand line out of it's like a little bay, a bit of rock, and ran back, showed mum. Stoked, but yeah. But recent times, is once you get into those snappers sort of cracking over the 10 kilo mark, and that, just can't beat it. What draws me back to fishing, basically going out there, hooking something, losing it, and it's that thing. I want to get that fish or another fish similar and get back out there and into it. I just love it. Probably started fishing up here in my early teens. I worked up the back of the hills here for Department of Conservation and got to know the area very well. Pretty much walked around every part of the coast and checked it out and hunted around and tried that in the fishing stakes and come out with fish here and there and slowly learned as you go along, and it worked and found some good areas at the same time. Yeah, I think I'll take you guys out to the top of the peninsula, Cape Cobble. Got some nice current up there. The fish are pretty much coming around the area at the moment, and we should get into something. Basically, just inside the top northernmost point of the peninsula, there's a couple of ledges inside of there. We've been fishing pretty good lately, and I think if we get in there and we'll stumble down the bank and around the rocks, and we'll be into it. And yeah, a bit of burley going, which we should really come across something, I'd say.
You really feel like a pioneer walking down to these spots. It feels like untouched territory. There's no paths, we just go straight down.
Really steep banks up there, so quite dangerous ground. You've got to be careful on some of those ledges, it's just like terrible. A bit of ropes, normally pretty handy, and don't go down there if you don't feel comfortable, that's the main thing. Once you're on the rocks, you basically get a burley in. I got a surface burley and I use also a frozen burley as well. So we get frozen burley in a bag and we'll work that, and we'll have a bucket burley what I use with a bread pilch mix and get that going. Give it half an hour. You normally got fish in there and it's pretty full on. And then, so always get your burley going first because that's what brings your fish around.
Woo, we made it. Man, that was a bit of a hike. We're finally here. We're at Owen's office. This is his office. So. Why are we here? Like, why have you chosen this particular rock?
Pretty much, it's got current coming through the Cobble Channel. It's behind us here, yeah. And it's got a hold of fish this time of the year because you've got fish coming out of the Gulf, and it's got some fairly deep water out here, and it'll just hold fish. It's pretty good. We've
got some bait runners here. We've got the 12,000D Shimano's with 50-pound braid and 60-pound leader.
Yeah, fluorocarbon.
Yep. No weights.
No, there's a little bit of weight in the hook, but not much because I'm using a pretty solid hook there.
Yeah.
One hiding there somewhere. We're using circle hook.
Circle hook, yeah.
Or recurve, what do you want to call them? And basically it's the uni onto that. And basically we're just going to head hook the mackie
Yeah.
and let the fish hook themselves.
So we've got some fresh Jack Macs.
I love fishing macks because basically catch anything on them. Kingfish love them.
Yeah.
And you'll catch a kingfish on a dead bait fairly regular. So that's why we're running fairly heavy gear as well. Any size kingfish can be grabbing that.
So we're just going to cast out into the gutter here, and when we do feel a fish take, because of the circle hook, we're not going to strike, are we?
That's right, you got to let it sort of run a little bit, because the fish might come along and grab it in the middle and take off. Quite often they'll hit it by their head and in that top section, but it might only mouth it.
Okay.
Speed off of it, get away from the smaller fish, and if you click it into gear too soon or strike or do anything like that, you're basically not going to hook the fish. So let them run, let them mouth it. Some fish will be on straight away, swallow it down, but some fish will play around, grab it, tow it around, and you got to let them hook himself basically.
And what kind of terrain have we got below us? We've obviously got lots of rocks and some kelp, so we've got to try and get that fish in. It's kind of like a balancing act, isn't it?
The snapper just came up then. Yeah, basically we've got a gut there. You've got to fish in the gut, and the current's going to pull your line across the side, and you just got to get a feel to it. It's going to be hard in the wind because you've got to sort of, you can't keep tension on your line, otherwise your line will keep coming down towards you. So you've got to try and keep a feel of it with loose line. That's the trick of it, and that's what we'll work through, and hopefully you'll be able to feel it. And as soon as something picks it up, you normally see the line straighten up first before you feel anything.
Okay.
So having your finger on the line or anything doesn't really help the feel. You'll see it quite often. And it'll be a bait runner, and let them run, and
Great.
depends how he strikes, how long we let him run.
Let's throw this in the water. Coming up, the burley's working its magic in the water and the fish are on the bite. This week on ADOS Addicted to Fishing, we're at the top of the Coromandel Peninsula with land-based fishing legend Owen Wills and fisher chick guest Abby Sterling. We've got burley in the water and fresh Jack Macs for bait, which is a recipe for success.
When you're fishing off the rocks, there's fresh bait's a must. My favourite is Jack mackerel. Of course, fresh kahawai caught when you're out on the spot is a really good bait too. But I won't go fishing unless I got fresh Jack mackerel. Last night I cleaned a whole lot of mackerel up on the sabikis, and basically that's the bait we're using today.
Owen's special burley mix seems to be doing the trick. We've got snapper feeding up right at our feet.
So basically the trick is to try and keep it low, wait for the breeze to stop, keep it low, and then just drop your line down.
Okay.
See, it's on the water?
Yeah.
The wind's not catching it, it's not towing it.
Oh, okay.
Now the line's dropping.
Yeah.
See, and if a fish gets, I'll see that straighten up. And it's got to give it time to drop, because if I just locks it into gear,
Yeah.
it's basically just gonna be blowing along with a balloon of line. But so it's key is it's gonna be hard in the water this wind day, you know.
Okay.
So I was gonna give it heaps of time because it's not a heavy weight. It's gonna go down, down, down.
Yeah.
It's a bit more line service than free sport at the moment.
How deep do you think it is just here? Any ideas?
Right in front of us, probably 6 to 8.
Yeah.
And then further out, going to 10, 15, probably where we were casting. They out further, 30 metres.
Yeah. Great. I'm getting bites.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in gear. Don't get about that way. Let me on the side. Let me around the other side of you.
Yeah. Come on.
Keep going. Keep them up high. Don't pull them out. Yeah, you got them.
Woo! Yeah, high five.
Yeah, good stuff.
That
Well, getting there.
was awesome.
Yeah, they can put up a bit of a scratch for what they are, eh?
Whew. Man, rock hopping, eh? It's like hard work. You're trying not to get hit by the waves. You're trying not to get slipping over. Stunning colour of this fish. You can tell that they've really been living in the kelp, can't you?
Yeah, no, they're beautiful specimens. Nice weight. Got beautiful condition on them. And
Yeah,
as far as eating fish, well, they're beautiful too.
Can't
That's
get
a
any
bit big for
better.
eating, but
a little bit big for
Yeah.
eating. Yeah.
go for the little tasty one. But that's a nice little fish to start.
It is. It's a good
Yeah.
fish to start with.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Right. Should we put him back in?
pipe is sitting out in the back of that, where the wash goes out to. Yeah. Hey, it's smallish.
Nice, Owen. Owen. Woo! Owen, do you want to pass me back the rod? Yeah, got the rod. Woohoo!
Yeah, not a bad little snap.
What a gorgeous fish. Let's get it over here.
We'll get him over there.
Yeah.
Wash off this rock.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice little specimen. So that's average decent size.
Yeah,
And hopefully we'll get something a bit bigger than that yet.
hopefully.
Well, it's fishing now, isn't it?
We're going to put this one back because fish even this size, personally, I wouldn't take that home to eat it. It's still a little bit too big. You sort of want something a little bit smaller than that, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, yeah. This is the only one you got on the day, but you know.
Yeah, of course. There's nothing wrong with taking fish home that are over 30 centimetres for snapper to share with your friends and family for a feed. But to be honest, it's very subjective and it's personal preference, you know. But that's a beautiful fish right there. Well done.
Oh, we'll get him back in, or?
Yeah. Let's go over here and get him back in. While this is a damn fine snapper, we've come here for those big Coromandel mooches. But with the tide nearly high, we're running out of space to safely fish from our leach.
Ah, better come back. Yeah, no, we'll move. Start packing.
So as you can see behind us, the tide's starting to come in and the swell's getting a bit bigger. It was only supposed to be 7 knots today, but
Yeah,
I don't know if they got it right. Owen, what do you think?
Yeah, and the sea's coming up a lot more than they've
Yeah,
it's
so
been said, yeah.
it's really important to be safe when you're out on these rocks. So now that we've noticed that it's coming in, we don't want to put ourselves into a position where it's unsafe. So even though the fish are here and they've been biting, breaks my heart to leave, but we've got to be safe. So Owen, there's a spot around the corner that you think
Yeah, you
might
can
work.
see it from here. It's just not quite getting hit by the swells much, and it's out of the wind, so
Yeah.
we'll head
So
there.
we got to go back up, drive around the coast a little bit, and then back down,
Yeah,
right?
another bloody cliff, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll do anything to catch fish, so let's roll. The good thing about the tide being slack is that it gives us a chance to regroup, have a bite to eat, and get ready for the next run of the tide. Tackle tips and tactics brought to you by Hunting and Fishing. One of my top pieces of advice to you viewers at home is fresh bait. I mean, you can go to the gas station, you can purchase pilchards or whatever, but you are always going to catch more fish on fresh baits. Now, little jack mackerel, this was caught last night. So all the oils in the fish is really, really fresh. So fish out there are just going to love it. Now, we're using some nice big circle hooks, 60-pound trace, and we're actually doing a PR knot to our 50-pound braid. So we just go inside the gill plate and we're going to come up through the head like that. Now what's going to happen is the fish is going to come along, and generally they come along and they'll bite it. Now, because this is a fresh bait, we know that there's a swim bladder in here, which is not going to help the fish sink. And we're not using sinkers today. So I'm just going to poke my fingers into his stomach here and I'm just going to squash his bladder. So it kind of looks like that, which isn't a bad thing, because what it means is all the oils from the fish is just going to drip out. Anything that looks at that is going to hook himself. Easy as. For all your fishing needs, head down to your local hunting and fishing store. Coming up, spot number 2 gives spot number 1 a run for its money.
Beauty.
This week on ADOS Addicted to Fishing, we're at the top of the Coromandel at Port Jackson, fishing with local legend Owen Wills and fisher chick guest Abby Sterling.
I like all forms of fishing. Rock fishing is just part of one part of a big picture of fishing that I'm into. Rock fishing draws you back. I like being based on the land too. It's just something about it. It's different to being in a boat. I love being in a boat too, but it's got some feeling. It's like, yeah, I don't know, it's something about being grounded at the same time. Yeah, it's one of those things.
As always, the first thing we do when we get to a new spot is get the Burley Trail pumping, and Owen is straight into it with his special bread and pilchard mix, which seems to have done the damage so far today.
So we just got to our next spot and had to climb down the old cliff to get here, but we've already deployed the burley down there when we've got some blue mau mau and some snapper here, so some pretty good sign.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Well, you BYO'd your own ropes, so you must come here quite often.
Yeah, that helps, doesn't it? You got some pretty terrible ropes hanging off them, 10 bits of rope and 5 knots, so you wouldn't know what the knot was. And
you don't really want to trust them, eh? It's like, you know, definitely bring your own ropes.
It's hard enough to trust your own knots, let alone someone else's.
Ooh. Showing us how it's done. What do you reckon?
Little snapper?
Do you want me to grab the net?
Nah.
All right. Oh, well done.
See, the hook's done its job and
Right in the
starting to
corner.
rain.
Right in the corner of its mouth.
Yeah, so nice and healthy and ready for release again.
I actually quite like the fact that it's raining a little bit because I know that the fish like that. They like it when we've got some nice cloud cover, there's a bit of current, and now we've got a bit of rain, so I reckon we're going to catch something a bit bigger.
Yeah, or cold, one or the other.
I actually have something secret that I like to do when the fishing's a wee bit tough. I'll go grab it. Sometimes, there's 2 things that I do when I want to catch a big fish. I stop and I creatively visualize me holding that fish, and I also eat something. Now, don't laugh, but I love jerky. So I just have a piece of this. Now I'll get a big fish.
Heaps. Oh, come up. Stand up. Hey, stand up, go up above you. Yeah. Give it heaps. Keep going. Just gotta get a bit of height on him. Don't let him go. Get it heaps. That's it. Just keep that pressure on him. It's a nice fish. Keep him coming. Just let it go down with the swell, let it come in with the swell. Pass your rod down? Yeah. Right, yeah. Nice. Congratulations. Good stuff. You gonna hold him up or?
I think that is awesome! Look at this fish, it is absolutely stunning. You can see its silvery white underbelly, the pinky tones on top, and look at those teeth.
It's pretty beautiful.
He is stunning! Wow. Oh, sorry, I'm just like a little bit stunned. Whenever you see a big fish like that, like this, it just makes you feel so lucky to be here in New Zealand fishing for these fish. Right, would you like to keep your fish or would you like to put it back?
I think we should tuck it
Are
back.
you going to give it a kiss? Give him a kiss. Careful of those teeth. All right, let's put him back.
Keep down his head a little bit. And then once the swell comes up, and you just spear him in, his head into it, like nice and gentle. Once the wave comes in. Yeah. Nice.
That was an epic snapper for Abby, but with the burley still pumping, I reckon they're only going to get bigger and bigger. We're being eaten!
Let's get him up a bit, Lee. Yeah. Don't let him swim in that way, he won't come back.
Okay. Woo! Oh my gosh. Holy, look at that fish.
It's not baddie.
Woo!
Get him to come over here a bit. Beauty.
Wow. Look at the tail on this fish. There must be over 5 kilos.
Yeah,
What do you
no
reckon
worries.
it is?
Yeah, I reckon about 7.
7?
Yeah.
Wow. This is an incredible Coromandel snapper. Thank you, Owen.
No worries.
Woo! Put up
Beautiful.
a bit of a fight as well. He's healthy. Look how thick the tail is. Wow. That is a fish. Let's quickly get him back in the water though. We don't want to take any fish today. Woo!
Nice.
That was what fishing is all about. I am so pumped. I have so much blood coming through me and I'm getting completely saturated, but it's so worth it. That was awesome. Woo! Love fishing. Now with the tide nearly high and the current slow, the bite has dropped off. But I can't think of a better way to have ended the day. The only thing left to do now is climb back up that cliff, and luckily our packs are feeling a lot lighter now, minus all that bait and burley. Whew, we made it up the hill.
Yeah, no, good day. Loving it.
Hallelujah. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, good.
Thank
Good
you
to have
so much, Owen.
Yeah, I
Such a
cannot.
cool day.
Yeah, it was cool. I can't wait to come back. I'm sure that there were bigger fish down there, eh?
Oh yeah, for sure, there always is. Nah, that's why you keep coming back in it.
It's so cool, and look at the beautiful scenery.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, anyway, hey, thanks so much, Owen, for coming and being our guide today.
Yep.
Epic Adventures land-based. Put you through your paces, but man, it's so worth it.
Yeah, well, 2 spots in one day, it does that.
2 spots in one day. Yeah, and I hope you guys at home have learnt a little bit from some of the tips and tricks we've shared with you today, and we look forward to seeing you again next week on ADOS Addicted to Fishing. Let's go. Gear, Care and Catch, brought to you by Trade Zone. Today I'm going to share with you something that every fisherman needs in his tackle box, Shimano sports camera. It's waterproof straight out of the box down to 10 meters, and you can even hook it up to your smartphone via Wi-Fi to see what you're shooting, all in full HD. Plus, it'll work with all your existing mounts and accessories. Gear, Care and Catch, brought to you by Trade Zone. ADOS Addicted to Fishing adventures in confidence in our Staby craft, powered by Mercury Marine, and we tow it around in our Photon Tunland. Hunting and fishing supply us with our Shimano tackle. We find the best fishing spots with our Furuno. We celebrate our catch with a wild buck. We keep up to date with Fishing News magazine, and it all sticks together thanks to ADOS. We're giving away more than $8,000 worth of prizes. Visit our ADOS Addicted to Fishing Facebook page to win.